In today's video, I'm going to be cleaning up this Audi A4 and I'm going to be using some products that have been previously sent to review, others which I've purchased myself, but all of which I will be giving you my honest thoughts on. To kick off the process on this car, I went in with a 1:9 dilution of Shiny Garage citrus oil to pre-wash these pretty mucky wheels. I then went in with CarPro Retire, which did an excellent job at pulling all that dirt and grime out of the rubber to make sure that the dressing would be able to bond properly later in the process. I also gave the arches a good scrub using the Easy Go brush and some more of that citrus before flushing them out with water. To clean the alloys, I first went in with Valet Pro Dragon's Breath, gave that about a minute to dwell, and then applied a layer of Squid Ink Blue Lagoon wheel cleaner using the IK foamer at 1:50 dilution. Valet Pro Dragon's Breath is great for removing embedded iron contamination that's come from the brake discs, but it's not super well lubricated, hence why I'm using Squid Ink Blue Lagoon here, which can either be used as a sprayable wheel cleaner or as a wheel shampoo, to add more lubricity to safely remove that brake dust and also just make the wheel cleaning process a little bit more enjoyable as well. The first stage of the pre-wash on these panels was to spray the Shiny Garage citrus oil mix at that 1:9 dilution all over the lower sections of this car, which had a heavy build-up of dirt and traffic film. Once the citrus had had a few minutes to sit and work on its own, I then layered a 1:9 dilution of Pyramid's Hydrofoam over the top of it. This is an alkaline snow foam which does have quite good cleaning ability on its own, so for maintenance purposes this is a perfectly good option to use by itself. But when the vehicle is this dirty, I do find that using that citrus underneath is really important to cut through the majority of the traffic film. And that snow foam serves to extend that dwell time, so I can get about 10 to 15 minutes for those chemicals to soak and really do the work before rinsing off with the pressure washer. For the contact wash, I went in with G-Technic G-Wash shampoo and had a 50ml sample of this which came free when I put in an order with Insta Detailing. The recommendation here is to use 20ml when cleaning light dirt or 40ml if the car's a bit dirtier. Now the pre-wash should have removed the vast majority of dirt by this stage, so I went for about 25ml in the bucket so I could get a couple of uses out of this. Most importantly, the shampoo did feel well lubricated, so it helps that wash mitt just glide across the panels with minimal resistance to reduce the risk of any marring. It was quite a cold day when I was filming this video, so I wanted to be able to apply the protection to this vehicle nice and quickly. So I went with a foaming spray and rinse sealant, and this particular one is Squid Ink's Pro Seal. I put 100ml of this product to 400ml of water in the foam cannon, and this was enough to easily cover the vehicle. Once it had been applied, I rinsed it off immediately, and it left some really nice protection behind, which should help to keep the car a little bit cleaner between washes, and also make the drying process easier as well. A couple of things to note when using this type of product is that you shouldn't use it in direct sunlight or when the vehicle's warm, as that's when you can really run into issues with the product spotting. It's also really important to rinse the foam cannon through with clean water after using this kind of product to avoid any residue forming in the filter. To mop the rest of the water up on the panels, I went in with the Rag Company Liquidator drying towel, and I used a drying aid today, so this is P&S Dream Maker. I tend to steer away from most products as drying aids, as if they have any level of protection in them, it can make the drying towel hydrophobic. But this one is a little bit different, as it really just is a pure gloss enhancer, so it doesn't clog up the towel but just adds a little bit of slickness to the drying process. Turtle Wax's Graphene Acrylic Tyre Shine was the product of choice today on the tyres and trim. Although not the cheapest product, I do really enjoy using it, and a little does go a long way. It's nice and easy to get a streak-free finish, and I thought it complemented these tyres really well.